Hey space enthusiasts, welcome back to our channel. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of our solar system, then today's video is definitely for you. We're diving into some groundbreaking research that suggests there could be a new hint of life on Venus. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on all things cosmic. Lately, Mars has captured headlines with exciting discoveries that hint at potential signs of ancient life on the red planet. This news is certainly captivating, but Venus, our neighboring planet, has been making waves too, with developments that are equally groundbreaking. Recent findings on Venus suggest the possibility not just of past life, but perhaps even existing life forms. These aren't just remnants. We might be looking at active biosignatures, real, living organisms. If this turns out to be true, we could be on the brink of our first direct encounter with extraterrestrial life, an event that could happen sooner than we think. Despite this, Venus wasn't always considered a prime candidate for life. At first glance, it appears far less hospitable than Mars, which has been favored for exploration due to its more Earth-like conditions. However, Venus has its own charms. It's similar to Earth in size, and according to some theories, might have once boasted vast oceans and a habitable environment, possibly enduring as a water world much longer than Mars. While today's Venus is shrouded in a thick, toxic atmosphere that makes it seem inhospitable, it's intriguing to think it might not have always been this way. Exploring Venus could unravel more than just the secrets of its past. It might also redefine our search for life beyond Earth. Venus presents an environment of extremes. Surface temperatures soar to a scorching 735 Kelvin, hot enough to melt lead, and the atmosphere is laced with concentrated sulfur compounds and sulfuric acid, conditions once thought too harsh for any form of life. However, recent discoveries are challenging our old assumptions, hinting at the possibility of life forms uniquely adapted to thrive in such acidic environments. Interestingly, when space probes began their close scrutiny of Venus, the planet initially seemed to be an inhospitable hell world, ostensibly devoid of life. Yet, almost immediately, intriguing anomalies began to surface, suggesting that the story of Venus might be more complex than previously believed. One of the earliest and most mysterious observations was the presence of a substance in Venus's atmosphere that absorbs ultraviolet light. This phenomenon caught the attention of none other than Carl Sagan, who in 1963 proposed that such absorption could be an indicator of microbial life using ultraviolet light as an energy source. Further explorations have revealed even more about Venus. Notably, there exists a zone in the upper atmosphere, around 50 kilometers high, where conditions, temperature, and atmospheric pressure remarkably resemble those of Earth. This zone also aligns with the area where the mysterious UV absorption occurs, deepening the intrigue about life's potential in the clouds of Venus. Venus boasts a unique claim within our solar system. It's the only place besides Earth where a breach in a spacesuit doesn't mean instant peril, though it's probably best to keep your suit intact. This unusual feature hints at the potential for a separate biosphere on Venus, one that might require protective measures if we hope to preserve its integrity. Intriguing discoveries have come from Venus over the years, including findings from the Soviet Venera missions, which detected elongated particulate matter in Venus's atmosphere particles, similar in size to bacteria, a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Additionally, mysterious dark streaks frequently observed in the atmosphere suggest the presence of an unknown substance. These streaks change shape and size, much like blooms of microbial life on Earth, leading some to speculate that we might be witnessing the signs of alien life right before our eyes, a life that has been there throughout much of our telescopic history. If true, we've been unknowingly observing Venusian life for generations, putting us squarely in the middle of an interplanetary punchline. Then there's the matter of phosphine gas. Its detection in Venus's atmosphere caused quite a stir because phosphine is often associated with biological processes. However, its presence alone isn't conclusive proof of life, as this gas can also be produced through abiotic means, a common complication when identifying potential biosignatures. This discovery adds another layer to the ongoing debate about life on Venus and underscores the complexities of searching for life in the cosmos. Biology is just one of several possible sources for the creation of phosphine, a gas that recently became a topic of intense discussion and some controversy. What really piques scientific interest, though, is the presence of multiple gases in a state of unexpected disequilibrium, a condition similar to that observed on Earth, a strong indicator of biological activity. The story of phosphine on Venus began with a bang. Its detection made headlines and stirred a flurry of debates, including some rather erroneous debunking attempts on YouTube. While several scholarly papers initially questioned this finding, one of the main critiques was later discounted. Over time, the scientific community reached a consensus that, although the levels of phosphine were much lower than first reported, the gas was indeed present in the data. The research team, led by Jane Graves, has since refined their methods and confirmed phosphine's presence with more precise data. However, the existence of phosphine alone isn't a definitive sign of life. It merely suggests that biological processes could be a source. The plot thickens when considering that phosphine is also found in the atmospheres of gas giants like Saturn, where its presence is less surprising due to the hydrogen-rich environment conducive to its formation, no biology needed. On planets like Venus and Earth, which didn't retain their original hydrogen-rich atmospheres, the expectation is to find phosphine only in trace amounts, if at all. This makes its detection on Venus all the more intriguing and puzzling, hinting at processes not fully understood and potentially pointing to phenomena beyond what current planetary models can explain. The curious case of phosphine on Venus is largely attributed to biological processes on Earth, given the difficulty in explaining its abundance through non-biological means like lightning. Laboratory experiments have consistently shown that generating the amount of phosphine detected on Venus would require an unrealistically high frequency of lightning strikes. Venus does experience lightning, but not nearly at the scale needed to account for these phosphine levels. Moreover, while it's often assumed that Venus lacks water, a crucial source of hydrogen, this isn't entirely accurate. The planet's atmosphere contains abundant water, albeit locked up in sulfuric acid. The phosphine mystery deepened with a perplexing new twist. Initially, phosphine detections were inconsistent, visible during some observations, but absent in others. This discrepancy was puzzling until researchers noticed a pattern. Phosphine appeared in measurements taken during Venusian sunrise, as viewed from Earth, and disappeared in readings during Venusian twilight. It seems that sunlight, or more specifically ultraviolet light, breaks down the phosphine during the day. At night, however, the phosphine levels replenish, suggesting a cycle reminiscent of biological rhythms found on Earth. Adding to the intrigue, a retrospective analysis by researchers at California State Polytechnic in 2021 revealed corroborative phosphine data hidden in previous observations. This discovery underscored the presence of phosphine and highlighted the dynamic and potentially biologically active processes occurring on our neighboring planet. The curious case of phosphine on Venus has gained momentum with new insights from an unexpected source, the now somewhat obscure Pioneer Venus missions. These missions involved dropping probes into Venus's atmosphere, with one probe surviving the descent and transmitting data from the surface. Remarkably, one of these probes detected phosphine at levels consistent with recent observations, strengthening the case for its presence on Venus. Phosphine's confirmed presence is intriguing, but a recent discovery might hold the key to this mystery by making it even harder to explain without invoking life: the detection of multiple gas disequilibriums, specifically ammonia. Just days ago, this surprising finding added a new layer to our understanding of Venus. The water on Venus is locked up as sulfuric acid, a medium intolerable to any known Earth life. However, there's a theoretical alternative biochemistry that might cope with these harsh conditions, something we haven't observed on Earth. Adding to the intrigue is the presence of a sulfur compound known as SEET, a ring-shaped polymer of 8 sulfur atoms, already detected in Venus's atmosphere. While S8 itself isn't a definitive biosignature since it's common in nature and can enter the atmosphere through non-biological means, its presence adds another piece to the complex puzzle of Venus's atmospheric chemistry. These findings collectively paint a picture that is increasingly difficult to dismiss. The presence of both phosphine and ammonia, along with the peculiar behavior of these gases and the detection of sight, suggests that Venus may harbor some form of life, or at the very least, processes that are not yet fully understood. This evolving mystery invites further exploration and challenges our understanding of where life can exist in the cosmos. The presence of sulfur compound S8 in Venus's atmosphere could be a game changer for life in a high sulfuric acid environment. 8 is impervious to sulfuric acid, acting like a protective shield. If microbes could encase themselves in SATE, they might survive the otherwise hostile conditions. Interestingly, S8 also absorbs ultraviolet radiation, which might connect to the mysterious UV absorber we've observed more clues, if not definitive answers. But there's another intriguing possibility for life on Venus. Ammonia, usually basic rather than acidic, could act as a buffer against the sulfuric acid in Venus's atmosphere. This buffering could potentially create habitable conditions for life as we know it. Just like phosphine, the presence of ammonia in Venus's atmosphere is baffling, as it too breaks down under ultraviolet light. Yet, there it is. Ammonia's role is particularly compelling because, unlike phosphine, it has a clear utility, protecting life from sulfuric acid. This suggests that if life exists on Venus, it might have evolved mechanisms to temper its harsh environment. While phosphine's role in Venusian life remains unknown, ammonia provides a plausible function, hinting that Venusian life, if it exists, could actively modify its surroundings to survive. These discoveries add new layers to the Venusian mystery. The presence of both phosphine and ammonia, coupled with the potential protective properties of SATE, suggests that Venus might harbor life forms or processes we don't yet understand. This evolving narrative challenges our perceptions and calls for deeper exploration of our enigmatic planetary neighbor. We're just beginning to explore this exciting new territory with Venus. The phosphine detection is likely real, moving beyond reasonable doubt. Now, we face the puzzling presence of ammonia. This ammonia detection will undergo scrutiny in scientific literature, where it will either be validated or challenged. Fortunately, numerous missions are planned to Venus, including a privately funded Venus LifeFinder mission specifically aimed at directly searching for signs of life. This is where things get even more intriguing and potentially chilling. As I mentioned in a recent Mars update, we might be on the verge of discovering that 3 planets in our solar system, Earth, Mars, and Venus, once hosted liquid water surface oceans, and that abiogenesis, the origin of life, occurred on all 3 worlds relatively quickly and independently. If life still persists on Venus and Mars under harsh conditions, suggesting a phenomenon known as a relict biosphere, we are faced with profound implications. First, the ease with which life might emerge in the universe would challenge our understanding of how common life could be, making the cosmos seem more populated than we ever imagined. Second, the survival of life in such extreme conditions on Venus and Mars would suggest that life is incredibly resilient, capable of enduring and adapting to environments far different from Earth. These discoveries could redefine our place in the universe and raise existential questions about the nature of life and its potential ubiquity. As we continue to explore Venus and other planets, we may find answers that are both awe-inspiring and unsettling, forever altering our perspective on life beyond Earth. The first concern is how life might survive in a relict biosphere, where a planet's habitability decreases and life adapts to harsher conditions. On Earth, viruses and bacteria become highly specialized in attacking cells. We don't fully understand the extent of this specialization on other planets, which raises the possibility of encountering supermicrobes and viruses that could pose a threat to Earth's biosphere. Therefore, we must be cautious with sample returns, human missions to Mars, or establishing balloon cities in Venus's atmosphere. Fortunately, We might have already had contact with such life through panspermia, and it hasn't posed a problem so far. This suggests that either Earth harbors the supermicrobes, the alien microbes are unviable here, or vice versa. Life finds a way to adapt to its environment. However, if life on Venus or Mars is related to Earth in some way, this problem could worsen. It wouldn't be truly alien life, but rather a distant cousin that might have evolved mechanisms to overpower Earth-based life forms. The other unsettling possibility, highlighted by Nick Bostrom, is the implication of finding abiogenesis happening frequently in our solar system. If we discover that life emerged independently on Earth, Mars, and Venus, it suggests that life might arise easily wherever conditions allow. This would mean that the universe could be teeming with life, which has profound implications for our understanding of life's rarity and resilience. These potential discoveries could redefine our understanding of life's ubiquity in the universe and raise critical questions about the safety and ethics of interplanetary exploration. As we venture further into space, we may uncover answers that are both awe-inspiring and cautionary, forever changing our perspective on life beyond Earth. If life is found to have emerged independently in 3 different places within our solar system, it raises significant questions related to the Fermi paradox and the concept of great filters. If it's only microbial life, it might indicate that abiogenesis, the origin of life, is relatively easy and occurs frequently throughout the universe. This scenario implies that while simple life forms are common, the evolution of complex and intelligent life is rare. In this case, the great silence of the cosmos becomes even more puzzling. However, if we were to discover evidence of more complex life forms, such as something akin to vertebrates on Venus or Mars, it would be deeply concerning. The persistence of the great silence in such a scenario would imply the existence of a great filter that effectively prevents the development or survival of intelligent life. This filter would seem almost certain to be in our future, suggesting an ominous fate for all intelligent civilizations in the Milky Way. Researchers have recently detected a significant presence of phosphine gas in Venus's atmosphere, a gas that on Earth is predominantly produced by biological processes. This finding, made using telescopes based on Earth, suggests that something possibly life could be creating phosphine on our neighboring planet. Let's explore what phosphine is and how its discovery could point to life beyond Earth. Venus, often called Earth's twin due to its similar size and composition, is anything but hospitable. With surface temperatures hot enough to melt lead and clouds of sulfuric acid, it seems an unlikely place for life as we know it. Yet, the discovery of phosphine suggests that if life exists, it could be found in the acidic clouds above the surface, where conditions are less extreme. On Earth, phosphine is produced by anaerobic organisms found in environments devoid of oxygen. The detection of this gas in the Venusian atmosphere is puzzling because Venus lacks the known biochemical ways to produce phosphine in its harsh environment. This anomaly could suggest unknown chemical processes, or more intriguingly, alien microbial life. This discovery has sparked both excitement and skepticism in the scientific community. Producing phosphine naturally and in detectable amounts without life is difficult, but not impossible. The next steps involve verifying the presence of phosphine and understanding its source, which could lead to profound insights or redefine what we consider as habitable environments. The implications of this discovery are enormous, prompting calls for new missions to Venus. Future missions could sample the atmosphere, search for evidence of life, and potentially shift our focus from Mars to Venus in the hunt for extraterrestrial life. What secrets does Venus hold? It looks like we're on the brink of possibly finding out. The discovery of phosphine on Venus opens up new possibilities in our quest to find life in the universe. While it's too soon to claim definitively that we found alien life, this finding definitely warrants further investigation. As we plan future missions and delve deeper into the clouds of Venus, we might just be on the verge of expanding our understanding of life in the cosmos. Welcome to Blessovia Science TV, where we take you on an exhilarating journey through the cosmos and unravel the mysteries of science. We are excited to offer you the opportunity to become a valued member of our ever-growing community of cosmic enthusiasts and knowledge seekers. Exclusive access to cosmic content. As a member of Blisovia Science TV, you will gain exclusive access to a treasure trove of cosmic content, including documentaries, interviews with leading scientists, space missions updates, and awe-inspiring visualizations of the universe, live Q, and sessions with experts. Your membership will grant you the chance to participate in live Q and sessions with renowned scientists, astronomers, and space explorers. Get your burning questions answered by those who push the boundaries of human knowledge. Embark on a journey that spans the cosmos and join us in unraveling the secrets of the universe. Become a Blisovia Science TV member today, and together we will reach for the stars. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to leave your comment.